where I want to start out today in our notes as we're diving into this is I just want to show you a pyramid, okay? And this, I think, is actually on page 4 of your notes. Yeah, it's on page 4 of your notes. And this pyramid is the mindset, okay? It's what I call the production mindset as we move forward into the workplace. And it all begins down here in the bottom. And down here at the very bottom, I call this the sucking consumer. The sucking consumer, what do? They suck, okay? They come to work, they're disengaged. They look for ways, they just stink, all right? That's what this is. They just smell. They come, they don't do the work, they look for ways to cut corners, they try to hide over here, and then they get frustrated because they're not getting enough money, they whine, they complain. I'm sure none of you guys are in this position, all right? But you know people that are. They come and they actually should carry around a plant to replace the oxygen that they are taking up while they are at work. Okay? You guys on camera, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. There are people at work that are sucking consumers. These are people that are draining resources from our company. You guys, you don't want to be a sucking consumer. How do you do that? Don't suck. Okay? So, but what we are going to do is we want to move into this first level of being what I call a contributing worker. Contributing worker is somebody that can come and actually provide some value, can do a job. They do what they're told to do. Does that make sense? As opposed to coming and somebody tells you, hey, I want you to go do this. You go, why do I have to do it? How come why doesn't that person have to do it? That is not a contributing worker. That's someone that is looking for an excuse. But the great thing, and the great thing about a contributing worker is you can get a little bit of money for doing that, which is nice. But if you want more money, you've got to move beyond just being a contributing worker. How do I get more money? How do I get promotions? The way to do this is you have to add more value. You've got to add more value to the company so that you can move up in responsibility as well as move up in cash flow. So this next level is what I call the confident team builder. We'll say TB for team builder. This is somebody that's actually able to make relationships, somebody that's actually able to connect with other humans. A team builder is actually somebody that at work they're able to say, hey, will you guys do this with me? And people will say, sure, I'll do that with you. As opposed to, hey, will you guys do this with me? No way. This is not a team builder. They're not able to inspire people to follow them. Is that fair enough? Great thing about a team builder is you can make more money there. You have more responsibility. So now, Gianna, it's not just about you doing the work, but it's about you getting other people to do work with you. Does that make sense? Everybody say with you. With you. Very good. Okay, it was actually for you guys. Listen to these. Say with you. With you. Okay, now you're not saying, you're expecting them to say, but you got to say with you. Very good, all right? We want to get people to do work. So here, it's you doing the job, okay? I'm a great artist. Here, it's you getting another person to do the job with you, okay? Which is a beautiful thing. So if I can get more people to do a good job with me, I am adding value to the company. Fair enough? And if I'm adding value to the company, then I'm more valuable. More valuable people get paid more money. We like this, and they get more responsibility. Then this next level, if I'm not careful, I can get trapped staying right here and I don't move forward. To stay at this confident team builder, again, you're going to max out. But you're going to go, man, I want more responsibility. I want to make more money. I want to expand. I want to grow. I want to have more things going on. I want to be able to pay for more toys around the house. How do I do that? We move to the next level. And I call this an efficient manager. Okay? An efficient manager. This is the next level. Unfortunately, what most companies do is they find a worker, Michaela, that's doing a great job, and they promote them to a manager. Hey, do you want to be a manager? How much does it pay? Pays more than you're getting right now? Yes. I want to do that. That sounds awesome. I want to be a manager. And so they get this job and they get the responsibility. But what do managers need to do? Managers need to coordinate not only a whole bunch of things, but they have to coordinate a whole bunch of people and get a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of things moving all in the same direction. But again, down here at the worker level, what you were a star at is just you doing a good job. And if you promote the person to a manager without teaching them how to get other people to come along, the manager's really going to struggle. You might be in a position as a manager where you're going, how do I get these people to do what I want them to do? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Probably we have gone from a contributing worker and jumped to a manager. I actually had the opportunity one time in a big city to talk to about 300 government managers. They were all at the management, mid-management level. I asked them to raise their hand. How many of you guys in the room have actually spent a season of your life, an actual season, not just a weekend, but a season in your life, doing specific, deliberate team building training, learning how to be a trainer, learning how to be a team builder? How many people do you think raised their hand? Two, three, a couple. Zero. Nobody raised their hand. 300 people in the room. Nobody raised their hand. So they have all been promoted to managers, but nobody had ever learned how to be a team builder. Now again, people were saying, yeah, I've done a ropes course. Yeah, we did the trust fall that one time. That was a lot of fun. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about learning how to be a team builder, not just doing team building activities. So few people are doing that. So few companies provide that opportunity. But the great thing is if you can move to an efficient manager, now you are in charge of many more people. And because you're in charge of many more people, you're adding more value. More value brings more flow. Love in the flow. Fair enough? Okay. And then finally, we have this up here. We have what I call an effective leader. The effective leader. I mean, this is like primo spot right here, okay? This is when you're up here in this space and you're able to see the big picture. You're able to see all kinds of things that are going on. You're able to see how this department connects to that department, how this group connects to this group, how this part of our business could lead to a new part that hadn't even been developed yet. The leader is a person that is able to see vision. But tell me this, Gianna, is it possible? Just is it possible? The answer is yes. Is it possible that a person in the position of an effective leader could spend most of their time doing daily work and lose sight of the big picture? Is that possible? Yes. Oh, it's very possible. Also happens all the time. In fact, you might know exactly what I'm talking about. You guys that are watching, you might be in this position where you are in a leadership or a management position, but the problem is you are covered up with all of the daily tasks that have to be done. So you're finding it very hard to be engaged in work. Oh, that's hard. As a matter of fact, 56% of leaders, people in a leadership position, over half, almost 6 out of 10 leaders that are in a leadership position feel overwhelmed and overworked and ill-equipped for the complexity in their job because they're having to be responsible for all of this. But that is very common. In fact, here's what happens all the time too. And again, you guys want to be very careful you don't fall into this trap at your jobs. Catch this. Contributing workers. Look at management. How come you're not doing this? You know what I'm talking about? You're telling me that I got to go over here and wash dishes. How come you're not washing dishes? How come you're not making this? How come you're not cleaning this? How come I always have to do this and I never see you doing it? Can anybody answer that question? Why is this person not spending as much time doing this? Anybody know?
Because they're too busy with the bigger picture.
Exactly. They are further up. They have more things to keep track of. I promise you, if you jump from here and tried to do their job for an afternoon, poof, okay? You say, oh my gosh, because it's not just you doing your job, but it's you getting everybody else to do their job in harmony, all right? And making sure that everybody has the resources, and making sure that the money is there, and making sure that the air conditioner turns on, and when you go to flush the toilets, they actually flush, okay? This is everything that the manager is keeping track of. So you just want to be really careful. You guys might already know, and you guys watching might know exactly what I'm talking about, where the worker level here gets all upset because management, they're not really working hard. They're just in their office. They're just doing the stuff, little things. I tell you, it's not that way, okay? So we just want to be aware of that. And if you hear somebody griping and complaining, you want to encourage them, don't be a sucking consumer, you know? Be a contributing worker. Understand their role and understand your role. Fair enough? Obviously, when we get up here, now we've got all kinds of people that are involved. Don't know what's going on. That's some dreadlocks or something like that. Then we have a few, physically impaired people. And, sorry. Yeah, we're all inclusive here. So the leader. This is why you get leaders in monster companies that are making like hundreds of thousands of dollars, $1 million a year. How can somebody be worth $1 million? Because you're down here in this point going, what job is worth $1 million? Well, there is no job worth $1 million, but there is a leadership position that could be worth $1 million. Does that make sense?